So I realize that the Minnesota Fighting Vikings are just now getting to walkthroughs, as well as they don't really practice until next Wednesday. But we are hearing that Vikings rookie third-round pick cornerback Cameron Dantzler has been impressing early and often, as the coaching staff is finally getting to get their hands on some of these incoming rookies with no OTAs, no rookie camp, etc. Now, it's only been virtual OTAs as well as some light on-field conditioning for the rookies and young players, but we are hearing that Dantzler has been impressing coaches with his knowledge and concepts as well as technique that Zimmer and new defensive coach Durante Jones will be implementing. So I think it would be great if Cameron Dantzler, even with this weird ass off season, Vikings gonna have massive opportunity in that cornerback room. Hell, maybe he'll emerge week one as a starter and never relinquish that role. Maybe he'll go on to have a phenomenal career with the Vikings, a la Shades of Peak Xavier Rhodes. Yeah. Also, it really is saying a lot. So Cameron Dantzler is only 21 years old, turns 22 in September, was a redshirt sophomore coming out. So his maturity and his knowledge of the systems coming out even at such a young age, pretty amazing. As well as he was extremely integral to the Mississippi State defense, as well as Brian Cole II, what up? And also had some legendary battles in the big bad SEC. You talk about squaring off against A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf, Ole Miss in the Egg Bowl, Mecole Hardman in Georgia when they played East-West, Henry Ruggs III, Jerry Judy's in your division, as well as Van Jefferson from Florida, Lynn Bowden Jr. from Kentucky, Courtney Davis, Texas A&M. Everyone forgets that A&M is in the SEC. Like Courtney doesn't, although Courtney Davis did get a touchdown on Cameron Dantzler, which is pretty great. As well as Jamar Chase and even Justin Jefferson. LSU, of course, in the same division as Mississippi State. Especially Justin Jefferson, Cameron Dantzler. Go back and look at that tape. When Jefferson played primarily outside receiver in 2018, and Dantzler limited Justin Jefferson to 3 catches, 18 yards in their 2018 matchup, which is pretty damn good, right? As well as Dantzler never allowed more than 77 yards in coverage in a single game in college, which is just absolutely insane, especially with the implementation of the air raid systems. You look at going up against LSU last year, Jamar Chase shut him down. It was fantastic. As well as, so the 2 knocks against Dantzler coming to the combine, 2 knocks against Dantzler were his weight as well as his crap combine, right? So he ran a 4.64 40, as well as only had a 34.5-inch vert, which cornerback, obviously not great, but also he was nursing an injury, made up for it running a 4.38 at his pro day, which not concerned about, as well as the talk about his size, where even Pro Football Focus, some of the draft analysts have talked about that if he had 10, 15 more pounds on top of him, he probably could have worked his way into the second round conversation, maybe even late round 1. Right, so even weighing in at 188 pounds, that's about 15 less than ideal. Strength, as we've said on here ad nauseum, strength and size is the easiest thing to add in the NFL. We have these NFL level strength programs and nutrition programs that you don't necessarily have at some colleges, even though they're pretty damn good, especially Power 5 schools. It's pretty easy to do. All right, I'll also look at head strength and conditioning coach for the Vikings, Mark Uwayama. He's done great work with the likes of Brian O'Neill. Hercules Mata'afa's gained a ton of weight. Eric Wilson came in as a former converted safety. Holton Hill, if you want to talk about cornerbacks, has even added some good weight as well. So adding size and functional strength without sacrificing athleticism, I think that's going to be the name of the game. I think that's going to be pretty easy to do with Cameron Dantzler. Plus, Dantzler, it does have the height, it does have the length, and does have the red zone skills to match up against some of the good wide receivers in the NFC North, notably Marvin Jones and Babytron of the Lions, Allen Robinson of Chicago, as well as, who is that guy? Who's that guy in Green Bay who wears 17, who isn't as good as Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, and Justin Jefferson? Who's that guy? Oh, yeah, Devontae Adams. So you'd be matched up against him early and often. Also, you look at some of the big-bodied receivers on the rest of the Vikings schedule this year. Indianapolis, you have Michael Pittman Jr. Titans, you have A.J. Brown. Ole Miss getting back together. Texans, you have Nuke. Just kidding. Texans, I don't know. Will Fuller? Sure. Seattle got DK. Ole Miss yet again. Falcons obviously have Julio. Jaguars, DJ Chark, as well as a gang of other really solid up-and-coming receivers. Bucks have Godwin and Mike Evans, as well as Tyler Johnson. What up? Yeah, as well as the Saints have Michael Thomas. So the fact that Dantzler is looking good early and often, impressing, means that he could get on the field early and just start cooking and start doing his work. Because I feel like this is completely like subjective and anecdotal, but watching Cameron Dantzler, it feels like ice water in his veins, like that's overused cliche, but I feel like low heart rate, and not like in terms of like a medical issue or something like that, but just he never gets too high, he never gets too low. If he gives up a play, it's no big deal. And like he always looks calm. And for me, a cornerback who always operates like that was Darrelle Revis, where every single play knew what he was doing, had great technique, would just never really got flustered out there, and was never just like always calm in the moment. I do get that vibe with Cameron Dantzler, which is great, as well as the size, length, football IQ combo could make him better than peak Xavier. And you remember like peak Xavier, 2017, part of 2016 as well, when he was a true blue cornerback one, absolute alpha dog. Hey, where's your wide receiver one? I'm going to follow him, whether he goes to the X, to the Z, to the slot, whatever, and we're going to battle all day long. Just remember how creative Zimmer could be. We could just leave a cornerback on an island and just absolutely get creative up front, especially on passing downs. I think that you could see a revert to that, with Gladney and Hughes back at full strength, as well as Cameron Dantzler. I mean, I'm excited. Let's get back to more press man. Of course, that's Cameron Dantzler's game, and he's looking good early, so hopefully he can keep that up. Lots of training camp left. September 13th, up against that number 17 guy who I don't know his name, who isn't as good as Thielen, Diggs, and Justin Jefferson, or BC Johnson. There you go. All right, your thoughts. Cameron Dantzler looking good early. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. You want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.